Okay, so in 2009, I had my first baby, and it was a boy, Donovan. And for 5 years, we were fine. We wanted to have a baby, but God didn't give, so I was okay with it. And after 5 years, finally, on a Friday morning, I find out that I'm finally pregnant. And I'm so excited because I've been wanting this for 2 years. I rush home, I leave work. I rush home and I go pick up Donovan. And I'm like, guess what? Mommy's having a baby. And he's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. Okay, let's call Daddy. So we call Daddy and we let him know Mommy's pregnant. He rushes home. We tell all the family. They're like happy, super excited for us. So they know how bad we wanted to have a baby for 2 years. So it's been a long time. I start, going to the doctors like any pregnant woman would. I start going to my wellness checkups. You get weighed, the baby gets measured, blood pressure, everything gets taken. So after about 5 months of my wellness routine checkups, they tell me, okay, now it's time for your second trimester blood work. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I did this with Donovan the first time around, so I'm cool, draw blood. That's it. You go home 2 weeks later, you come back. So it was time for my return to get my results. So that day specifically, nobody could come with me. But every other appointment, I've always had somebody go with me. And, everybody's always there to support me. But that day, everybody had something to do. So I'm like, Mom, you know what? I can go by myself. It's just going to be results, and I'll be right back. So I show up to the appointment, and like always, okay, Shani, come in, go get weighed, go get measured, go get your blood pressure taken. Okay. After that, it was different. She was like, doctor wants to see you in his office. And I was like, okay. With Donovan, I never had to do this. They just came in and was like, oh, blood work was normal, you're fine. I get into his office, and he tells me, Shani, have a seat. I have a seat, and he tells me your second trimester blood work came back abnormal. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I started thinking in my head, like, what is wrong with him? Is there something wrong with me? Is it my fault? Like, what did I do? What am I doing? So he tells me your baby tested positive for trisomy 21, which is Down syndrome with a heart defect. So at this point, my head is rushing 1,000 miles an hour, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck did I do? Like, why, after 2 years that God finally decided to give me a baby, is my baby going to be born with Down syndrome? So I can't leave because I'm going crazy, and the doctors, my blood pressure is crazy all over the roof. And he tells me, you can't leave until you finally calm down. Because I drove that day by myself. So I finally calmed down, and he lets me go home. And he tells me, okay, you know what, you're going to have to come back a little bit more frequent this time. So I go home and I tell my family, and they're super supportive. Very understanding of how I was feeling, because the whole time in my head I'm thinking, how am I going to defend this baby? I'm his mother, so I'm going to have to defend and fight for him because he won't be able to. So I enroll myself in counseling sessions, and I meet a lot of nice people who were diagnosed with the same condition that I had, who my baby had. So after all counseling, and finally I was okay with it, comes the day of his birth. So I get to the hospital, they hook me up to monitors, and they tell me specialists for the baby are on standby, so as soon as he gets born, he'll probably be rushed and have to be worked on right away. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I'm mentally prepared, and I'm thinking, okay, you know what, we got this. And 7 o'clock runs around, and I start pushing. And after 23 minutes, Christian is born. They rush him away from me. And I don't see him for what seems like the longest 5 minutes of my life. And when he is finally brought back to me, the nurse hands him to me and she smiles. And I look at him, and there's nothing wrong with him. And he was born perfectly fine and healthy. And next Saturday, I will be celebrating his 3rd birthday. And the worst news that I could have gone turned into the best day of my life when he was born.